Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing some Crusader Kings II, Monks and Mystics multiplayer. Multiplayer madness, mayhem.
We're gonna have to decide on that,
Eventually. For now, I'm just going with Monks and Mystics multiplayer and madness and mayhem and anyway. So yeah, we need to siege something else down so that we can actually get this war done.
I kind of like to stop fighting people too.
Yeah, it'd be nice to spend a little bit of time at peace, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't care about peace. I just care about we're gonna run out of troops. We got like 2 guys left.
Yeah, how many men do you have altogether? I have 205.
I don't even know how to tell.
Well, if you just box select your army, you'll select only your troops. It'll tell you in the top right corner of that interface a number. I show 205.
I have 2 of them, so I have 327.
All right, so we've got a grand total of like 500 men. Where can we actually siege that'll make a difference and potentially end the war? We don't have enough troops to do the siege of the bishopric in Northumberland. I guess we just sit here. I mean, we're currently actively sieging this province.
All right.
So let's just sit and sort of wait. I'm actually considering ditching you, just bailing, going home.
Don't I have more boats than you? Can I just sink them?
I mean, you could. That wouldn't be very nice.
So it looks like England's attacking us now. Oh, maybe not. They're going the other way. Why do I still see crossed swords on our thing?
Because right now, as of right this second, there is an army. Combat will start on 16th of January between Riculfur the Just, that's me, and King Aila of Northumberland. So, King Aila of Northumberland is apparently marching an army from somewhere to here. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, I don't even see an army moving here, honestly.
I see the 552 stack possibly moving towards us.
Yeah, but they're a province out.
Well, yeah, who knows?
They were going to Cumberland.
Do our troops recover? Do we recover troops during these at all?
Yep. Actually, if you hover over that number, it'll tell you in the tooltip. If in friendly territory, this army would be reinforced with 7 troops every month. Closest friendly territory is Eland from its home settlement. So if you're in friendly territory, then yes, you'll reinforce. Otherwise, no. Defender's advantage.
Okay.
So our enemy is currently in 2 wars, and he is at 98% against... He's losing at 98% with our war, but he's only at 11%. He's winning 11% in favor of King Aile of Northumberland. He's winning the other war, but losing our war.
Do we care?
Not really. Just be aware, though, that I think it's your other brother that's at war with him, so he might call you into that war, too, even after we end this first one. Can we
get rid of this brother?
Sure. If you want to plot to murder someone, that's half the things you do in CK2 is murder people, so...
maybe not. Let's not start with the brother. Maybe we start with someone else. We might need this brother later.
Yeah, he could be useful.
Yeah.
Ooh, that town down in Lancaster looks much easier to siege, and we do not have enough men to do it, sadly.
Well, it's too bad.
We could go after one of the castles, like the castle of Lothian. We have enough troops, but even if you and I both go there, we're at like 500 men, and there's 4,000 stacks.
I just got a defeat pop up.
Did a province that we had sieged?
Aulin tribe defeat.
Oh.
Go to.
That's because there is a siege happening in our lands. Someone is raiding us.
Good God.
Finland's. He just burned down your tribe. Well, he burned down Solvi. He burned down Solvi's tribe.
Should I be annoyed by this? Is he just flirting?
Well, kinda, because that means that the levy that you could have potentially raised from your subject is dead. He murdered it. Oh. He burnt it to the ground. It's not very nice of him.
All right, I'm going to... Okay.
I hope that they don't raid my stuff, because I'm not in position to defend it right now. If we could just go ahead and win this siege, 51.5, or we're going at 11% every 12 days, so 4 more ticks, like 48 days away.
This is my wife?
Did you?
Age, I don't know. Hold pause for a second. At age 18, Ingora... No, that's not. That's not you. That's not a wife. This is one of our... Some of my dynasty just died, though. How do I tell... My daughter. I lost my daughter.
Oh, did you?
Are daughters useful for anything?
Bjorn's daughter died.
No, this is my daughter.
Killed by rabble. Oh, she was killed by rabble. That's unfortunate.
How did you see that? And what does that mean? Oh, it says right there. It says killed by rabble. But what does it mean?
Generally, killed by rabble means that like there was a peasant revolt, or like you had a steward that was like trying to tax people or something, and they rebelled. It's just there's just flair and fluff for like how they died.
Okay.
So it looks like she had been married to King Rurik of Novgorod, and he owns the province of Chiefdom of Novgorod. And most likely what it is that he had his steward trying to collect taxes there, and they killed her.
Huh.
It's just a random event. That's how she died.
Terrible.
Anyway, yes, daughters are useful because that's pretty much one of the only ways that you can secure alliances in this game.
How do I make more daughters?
You take some concubines.
How do I get more concubines?
Right-click on your own character.
Okay.
And then somewhere on that list, you'll see, like, take concubine. Just find yourself a young woman and say, you, to the bed.
Can I really just click on take concubine? Is there any downside?
Yes. The downside is that you have elective gavelkind, which means that when you die, your titles get split up amongst all of your male sons. So if you make too many, then you risk splitting your power. Granted, they're all of your dynasty, but not your own. Not your own land.
How close are we to dying at 47? Like a couple days away?
No, you'll probably make it into your 60s.
Really?
Just based on the fact that, based on the fact that you have, actually looking at your traits, you have Viking. That gives no health. You have no health bonus from your education. Actually, you don't have any health bonuses at all right now. So I'd say you're going to live maybe 50 to 60, somewhere in there.
When I click on take concubine, and it says select a woman from the court to take as your concubine, then I click on the empty portrait icon. There's no one listed.
That means that there are no women in your court who are unwed and in your court.
Why do they have to be unwed?
Come on, Filthy. That's a silly question. So your options are go and ask a bunch of other people for concubines, like your neighbors, or you could go to the decisions list and just present some debutantes. Since you've spent all of your money, I will hire a debutante, and I will offer her to you, my liege.
Okay.
I can apparently offer you my own concubines. That's funny.
I'll take a new concubine. Thanks.
I'll give you my leftovers. Does that sound good? I could give you my pregnant concubine. That's hilarious.
Do I get the son? Because aren't we sacrificing people in a couple months here?
It would probably treat it as like your bastard or something.
Weird.
Which would be funny, even though I know it's mine. Anyway, I've just offered her to you. It'll take a couple days.
Who is this, though? No, I see the offer.
I presented a debutante. I generated out of thin air a random woman. I raised her.
This is not a random woman. This is Linda.
Linda
Meekley. That's who this is.
No, she's a random woman. Just get her pregnant.
Linda. What are you talking about? Linda's arrived in my court.
She's a pretty good dame, I scoured the countryside. I found someone with some matter of diplomacy.
She's still not in there for taking a concubine.
She's already your concubine.
Oh. How do I see that?
F2. While you're looking at your character, bottom right-hand corner, there's a section for concubines.
Oh, concubines.
Yeah.
Right-click to interact.
So, again, drawbacks to concubines is that
plot to kill.
You can potentially split your realm if you have too many male heirs. Good news is that eventually, if you murder your brothers and stuff, that land will come back to you.
Oh, not bad.
Okay. Looks like we are maybe almost done with this war. We are 2 ticks away. We're within 24 days.
Good.
Probably. There's a major battle going on, and it looks like you are...
Allies losing.
Yeah, the other war, not going so great.
Well, there's 3,000 more troops reinforcing that battle in a minute.
Okay.
So it should be fine. And another 1,000 coming from the enemy. Another 2,000.
I'm so excited.
No, they're going to lose before they get there, though, because they're scrubs.
So looking forward to ending this war. Come on. Finish the siege. Siege of Melrose Place.
I don't think it's
called
that
Melrose.
Place.
It's called Melrose. Why has it not fallen yet? Seriously. It has been 12 days. Fall, damn you. There it goes. 100% war score. Right. Yay!
But we can't peace out because we're waiting on the AI to peace out.
Well, there they go. They just did. Now we're at peace. We don't even get a pop-up.
I did get a pop-up.
Well, oh, you did. Okay, well, I didn't. So your brother, press the E key and then left-click on the province of York. You can see that he...
Oh, F doesn't work for Finder? Fuck, I'm screwed. All right,
yes,
I found York.
Sorry, it's not the F key. It's the question mark key.
Question mark key? Awful.
Yeah,
okay.
F is
anyways, found York and hit E and do what now?
And then just click on it. You can see that he took over Teviotdale, Northumberland, and like Cumberland, like that whole region. Your brother just took over this land, King Halfdan of the White Shirt.
That's good. Good work, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Now there's a thing you need to know. If you disband your levy while you are not in owned or occupied territory, you will lose half of it.
Okay.
So if
So
you were
getting
to
back on a boat.
disband right now, you would lose half of the levy. Sometimes that is actually the right course of action. If you're really, really, really far away, you got to factor in how quickly your levy would recover anyway, right? Because as soon as you disband, it'll start recovering at full rate because it's back home again. But in this case, we're close enough, and we got the boats already raised. I think it makes sense to just hop on the boats, go home.
Okay.
So
I right-clicked on the boats.
apparently, I have had some zealots. Tajistian Germanic zealots have been raised at a random event.
What do they do?
200 It's 298 just extra troops that I get that I can potentially use for...
Do I not have a pause button, just you?
No, pause is in the top hand right. Click on the date. That's how you pause.
Are you sure?
All right.
Oh, right there. Okay, I see. Different date. Okay. Lately, I've been afraid that someone might want to hurt me. I'm thinking about hiring 2 food tasters and maybe a bodyguard. 45% chance I gained the trait Paranoid. Is that a positive or a negative trait?
Makes you very hard to kill if someone's actually trying to kill you, but it also makes you, well, literally paranoid. You'll doubt everything. Is this really my baby? I'm not sure.
Oh, I see. So I get intrigue +2, diplomacy -1, or I can take trusting, where I get intrigue -2, diplomacy +1. Well, tell me about this. We set ourselves to be full of intrigue, so paranoid kind of goes that way. But on the downside, what is the downside of having low diplomacy? What are we doing with diplomacy?
Diplomacy, okay, so let's take a brief little snapshot of what each of... Now we're at peace, right? So we can actually assess. So we'll use your character as the template. So I'm going to look at your character. You have 16 personal diplomacy. That means that you as a character actually are very good at making people like you.
Okay.
People that are in your court, their direct opinion of you is based on your personal diplomacy. Okay. So for example, you see on your character screen there's 6 tabs: family, relations, vassals, court. Click court.
Okay.
You see a list of characters.
Okay.
First one I see is at the top. I see Chief Vastmanland.
Yeah.
Chief of Vastman, Ivar Borg. Hover over the 65, his opinion of you. And in there you'll see personal diplomacy of +18. So because you personally are in the same court, he's in your court, your direct subject, it's your personal diplomacy score, which you're really good at. Now, as an example, though, we could look at someone who is not in your personal court, and that's going to be based on your state diplomacy score. So in your character screen, you see 16 for your personal diplomacy.
Yeah.
See the 28 in parentheses?
Well,
to the right of it? So that takes your score plus your counselor plus half your wife.
Okay.
In this case, your wife has absolutely no diplomacy, so she gives you none.
She's probably too young to know anything about diplomacy.
Yeah. Now, the concubine I gave you on the other hand, she's a very diplomatic woman, so maybe she should take over as first wife. Anyway, so people who aren't in your personal court care about state diplomacy. People in your personal court care about personal diplomacy. That's about it, really. So basically, it affects opinions.
Okay,
people like it better.
But you're missing part. Okay, so if the equation is, if mentally what I'm doing is I'm evaluating the relative value of each of these things. You told me what it impacts, kind of. You said it impacts personal relations over here and court relations and whatnot. But I don't really know what this number means. I have opinion of liege 65. Okay. 65 good, bad, neutral?
Okay, yeah, sure. So what does that even, what does it mean when someone likes you? That's a good question. I guess we probably should have covered that before episode 5.
Episode 5 is a good one to do it on.
So, okay, press F6.
Okay.
Looking at the army levies, you should have 4 tabs in the middle-ish of this screen. Vassals, mercenaries, holy orders, allies, and wars, etc.
Yeah.
When a subject likes you, they will provide you with a levy. If they like you more, they'll give you a larger percentage of the total allowable levy that they can give you.
Okay.
Even if they love you to death, there is a maximum amount that they're allowed to give you based on crown law, which you can change. It's something you can affect, which we will eventually talk about at some point. But basically, people who like you will give you more troops. They will pay their taxes. They will do anything you ask them to do for the most part. And they will, generally speaking, not try to murder you.
Okay.
Unless they have a vested interest in your death. For example, if it's elective monarchy and they are trying to put themselves in charge, and even if they like you, if you were dead, they're the heir, they'll still try to kill you because they want power. They'll try to consolidate. So yes, that's what opinion does in that context. Just makes people less likely to screw you over, which is good.
Where do I see my stats? Okay, I know the front page is my stats, but remember we chose a focus. That's what it was. Okay, never mind. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're not actually very full of intrigue. We're only kind of weak on intrigue.
No, we haven't. But we haven't even used your intrigue focus, so why don't we do that just for fun?
Okay.
Who do you want to spy on? Who do you think's doing something naughty?
You.
Okay, go ahead then. Find me.
All
Your
right.
subject. You can press F2 and like go to your vassals tab, find me in that list, or if you just know where the province in question is, you can see.
What's your name
I'm
again?
in the right hand side in the outliner. You can always also click that. I am Rekulfer of Just.
Is it actually going to tell me, I think, when I get like a human player, if I spy on a human player?
No, it's no different than spying on anyone else.
Okay. So yeah, I want to spy on you. How do I do that?
So you right-click on my portrait to interact with me, and because you've taken the character focus intrigue, you now have a special one called Spy On.
Okay.
You just spy on me. You just think I'm doing something I shouldn't.
That's correct.
Sometimes you can use that to fabricate, some documents that say that I did something I wasn't supposed to. Sometimes you can try to imprison me.
I'm gonna take the intrigue focus one. I'm taking paranoid.
Okay.
Okay. I've gained the paranoid trait. Excellent. I think excellent. Let's go ahead and let me just assign the spy to you. Plot to kill, you said?
Yeah, if you want. It's a great way to turn my benevolence into malevolence.
How do I tell that it actually sent the spy? Because I said yes.
It's not EU4. There is no spy that was sent. You are
I
doing.
understand. I'm paying, but where do I see that I got? Where because I can do it again now. It's still. Oh no! Now it's stopped spying on. I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can only spy on one person, or I can spy on multiple people at once.
I'm pretty sure you're only allowed to spy on one person at a time.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be a little bit overpowered.
Okay. Or I should try it just to double check. I guess let's check a different vassal. Let's check this guy. Can I spy on him?
I think that if you click it, it'll ask if you want to stop spying on me in order to start spying on him.
I can't even do it. It doesn't say. It doesn't even give me a spy option. Excuse me.
Are you sure you're looking at someone that is your vassal and is an eligible target for spying on?
Well, I don't know if it's an eligible. I went to vassals and I picked a different vassal. I clicked Sylvie Oster, who's like one beneath you. And I
you
clicked
may
on
actually,
him.
You may have an alert at the top now that indicates who you're spying on and if you want to continue or not. There might be one. I can't recall now.
Okay. I have a budget deficit. I have one children lack of childhood focus. I have shouldn't we assign a childhood focus for my child?
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's do that. The last couple years is what not been having. He's just been allowed to run in the woods on his own. He's raised by wolves or something.
Like you do, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so click to choose a focus on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to shape what he's going to. But this guy's never going to inherit. Well, he might. I guess he's my grandson. He's my grandson. He might inherit.
He could, yeah.
Playful. What I see, I don't know what these outcomes are though. So common traits are playful and indolent.
Mm-hmm.
Timid and affectionate. Timid and affectionate. It's not a leader's traits. Fuck that. Someone's got to spank this child. All right.
The children's traits are not the adult's traits. Those become other traits. So there was an expansion called The Way of Life, I think, that added those, or one of the expansions added childhood focuses.
Curious and fussy.
Yeah. It's for roleplay, man. What do you want? Okay, so pick one. Just pick one. Go for the red one or the green one.
He's going for haughty and brooding.
There you go. Whatever. Sounds good.
Done.
Just pick.
Yep.
Picking is better than not picking. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
All right. You ready to unpause? We gotta play. All right. So now that we're at peace, you could consider if the timing is right, you could do your blot thing.
No, I would be against that soon, but I want to do these. I want to get rid of these pop-ups. So I need to do a special minor title is grantable. What is this?
All right. So a minor title is like not a province. It's just like, I want to make you the cupbearer, or you are my herd.
I want to give you a title of concubine finder.
Okay. I don't think you can create custom titles. That would be a great feature, though. So anyway, you could, for example, in that alert, you're going to see a drop-down of the different titles that you could grant. You could click on that, and it'll take you to the list of all of the minor titles that are available. Yep. And, for example, like, what is it complaining about you not having assigned yet?
The following special titles can be granted. Designated Regent of Upland, Commander of Upland, Court Physician of Upland.
All right. I would recommend clicking, for now, at the top of that screen, the minor title screen, auto-assign commanders.
Okay. Done.
That'll just automatically make sure that your commander slots are filled.
Okay.
Which is better than us manually having to remember to do it all the time for now.
Okay. I think I have 3 pop-ups about this. I have 2 titles can be created, special title actions possible, and special minor titles grantable.
Yes. Yep. Okay. I just returned home with 116 ducats. Woo!
I didn't.
Fancy.
I came back with a minus 354 ducats.
Okay.
Where are my boats, by the way?
I don't know. Did you send them home?
No.
Your guys have just been hanging out on the boats, getting
Right.
scurvy.
Let's do this thing where we sacrifice our prisoner to the gods.
Ooh, I have a new son. I have an heir. His name is Hildur Rickolfsson.
Yeah, you're bad at naming children, clearly.
Well, there's a button I can randomize his name. I'm going to name him something else. Starkader. Yeah, it's cool.
Starkader. That's a
Starkader
well-known
Ulfing,
Viking name.
obviously.
Ooh,
Let's
hold on.
see.
Let's take a look. I can invite a holy man to court, it says.
Yeah, okay, so you can spend some of your piety to pull someone in to make them like your court bishop or something, but you are trying to become pious, so you don't want to spend piety right now.
Oh, I thought maybe he would increase my overall piety gain or something.
No, but there are lots of options you can use your council for to try to increase your piety. For example, you should, and I probably should have told you before now, go ahead and press F3.
Okay.
You may already be on that screen if you were on the minor titles. Click on that positions column.
Hold on just a second. We have someone I have to apparently do something with. The Varangian Guard. All right, whatever. Don't know what that did. Okay, so I'm on F3.
Yep. So these are your council members. You've got a chancellor, a marshal, a steward, a spymaster, and a seer, and they have each 4 different things that they can do for you.
Okay.
By default, in the newest patch, they all just have the first action, which just sort of generally helps you.
Okay.
So you don't have to pay any attention to this at all, which is why we've ignored it for the most part.
What's your name again?
In the right-hand side, in the outliner, you can always find my character.
You're my spy master, and I'm spying on you?
Yes.
That's awkward.
A little bit, yeah.
So did you sign off on the paperwork, or?
No, you, as a character, are spying on me. Somehow-ish.
What, my king? Like I'm spending my time spying on you? No, I'm not.
No, not personally.
I delegate
but,
that shit.
It's separate from the spy. I don't know why I'm your spy master. Apparently, I just started off as your spy master. If you don't want me to be your spy master, I don't have to be your spy master. You could replace me if you want.
No, I don't.
But anyway, why don't we take some time between episodes, hover over all these little icons, and see if any of these appeal to you. There should be one in here, maybe 2, that'll actually increase your piety.
All right.
And it might be something that you want to try to do. So.
Okay. Well, for next episode, see you soon.
Yeah. See you in a bit.